What's up guys, it's me Jeremy. When it comes to solo queue, I hear loads of players over and over again blaming their losses on bad luck. And in my experience, at least most of the time, that's really just not true. But how relevant is luck when it comes to solo queue anyways? Let's get started. Now, there's no denying that luck plays at least some kind of a role, be it big or small. I know for sure that I've won games after feeding my lane and playing poorly because I got, let's be honest, lucky and my team carried me. I've also lost some games where my team had a player that never connected, and so there was not really anything I could do to carry the game, short of some challenger level plays. So luck does play a role at least. However, when you are measuring luck as a factor, it's very important to look at a large sample size in order to have bad luck and good luck cancel out. And honestly, luck plays a smaller role than you might think. Take a look at professional poker, for example. There's no denying that the game has a massive element of luck in it, but pros consistently win big and are easily able to use their skill to overpower any form of bad luck that might occur. Sure, some hands might be unwinnable, just like how in League some games might be unwinnable, but as long as you play a reasonable amount of hands, or in League's case games, it's always going to balance out. And as long as you, the player, are of good enough skill, the luck will end up being a non-factor, especially when you consider that technically the odds are always in your favor. If you personally don't disconnect, troll, or rage, your team has only 4 potential players that can ruin the game, while your opponent has 5. The problem with luck in solo queue is that bad luck is always much more memorable than good luck. The reason for this is actually due to the way that the human brain works. Negative emotions involve a lot more thinking and so are processed more thoroughly than positive emotions. And so because of that, negative experiences are much more memorable. That's just how the human brain works. Oftentimes when I play a 4v5 where my team is the one with 5 players, it really feels like, honestly probably 9 times out of 10, that we would have won the game anyways, even if it had been 5 versus 5. Simply due to my personal nature to look for the best in my play and in my team's play, when in reality that's really not true at all. And because of that way of thinking, the 4v5 games where my team has 5 are completely unmemorable to me. On the other hand, when I have a 4v5 game and my team is the one with 4 players on it, it feels really significant since once again it feels like we would have won 5 versus 5. And I blame pretty much every excuse in the game and bad play on, oh, it was just a 4v5, there was nothing we could have done, when in reality that as well is not true. And in that sense, the bad experience becomes much more memorable since it's a worse experience that made the loss feel like it was completely due to bad luck, when in reality that's only partially true. This leads to lots of 4v5s being remembered where my team was the 4, and lots of 4v5s being completely forgotten where my team was the 5. And so the lost 4v5s feel much worse, and honestly really hurt the solo queue experience, whereas the won 4v5s are totally just thrown out. This leads the game to feel like luck is an extremely relevant factor, and that bad luck plays a huge role in our games, when in reality it's not nearly as big as it feels. And so because of this, luck feels like it's much more relevant in solo queue than it actually is. The reality is that a very large majority of games that were lost to what felt like bad luck could have easily been won with a bit more skill from you as an individual. When your team feeds or makes bad plays, it's still a totally carryable game. 4v5s are a different story and are the exception, but for those the odds are once again in your favor. And as long as you play enough games, you will statistically win more 4 versus 5 games than you lose. Even when losing and the game might not be your fault, there was always something you could have done to help carry the game. Any amount of bad luck can be made up with enough skill. It's just a matter of how attainable that skill is for you. So don't look at it as you being unlucky. Yes, there are some exceptions, but the exceptions always balance out in the long run. Take the game into your own hands and make your own luck. League is a team-based game, which means that the ladder system is designed for you to have to carry to be able to climb up and win games. And you have to really consider the fact that when you are carrying your team, a mistake that you make is much more relevant than a mistake that a feeding teammate might make. Even if you go like 10-0 in lane when your team feeds, if you get caught at the end of the game in that last team fight, that last most important fight is really all on you. And you made a mistake when it mattered most. And at that point, you could have easily carried the game if you didn't get caught. Even though your team fed, don't blame your team and don't blame bad luck. Blame yourself, as otherwise you won't be able to fix a majority of your mistakes and improve your play as a whole. Anyways, hopefully this gave you a nice perspective. My name is Jeremy, and that's it for my video on luck in solo queue. Hey guys, it's me, Jeremy. Thanks for watching my video. If you enjoyed it, definitely make sure to hit that like button so I can tell, and if you're interested, definitely check me out over on all the socials, of which you can see over there. And if you really enjoyed the video, make sure to subscribe for some more awesome content in the future. And definitely check out some of my other videos as well, up here and over there. Anyways, that's going to be it. Thanks again for watching, and of course, I'll see you guys next time.